All right. I'm gonna show you all the Adam tech. You ready? I don't know if I'm gonna make this into a video actually, but like I'll do it and maybe I'll post it. We'll see if it's like actually decent. Okay, so here's a strat. So let's go with the most basic Adam combo. So most basic combo with Adam, you fully charge your right click. Doesn't matter. You can't headshot with that, right? So you just do a bunch of hits on them and then you follow up with a headshot. That's the most basic Adam combo. It does have a fall off range for your primary, but not with the right click. And that's how fast you can do it right there. That's like the max speed. So you do boom. And the easiest way to do that as well is if the target is standing still, you just want to make sure that you follow it up with a headshot. The headshot's what really guarantees the one shot. You can't do it with the body, but they are left at 1 HP like this. And Lunasaw obviously has 275 health. So you can't do that. That's the most basic Adam combo, right? A lot of things on Twitter, people are talking about like the spam. I can't really do it too well because I low-key, it's so fake, by the way. Like, I would say that in most case scenarios, you're not going to be spamming that like combo. Mainly because it consumes your ammo like crazy and your DPS output is like only slightly increased. So like you consume more ammo, but your DPS output is slightly increased. Like I would say like best time to use it maybe is like breaking walls, right? So if you want to learn the tech, you could do it specifically to break walls. I think that's basically it for like the primary like Adam combos. There isn't really too much more going on. I would say like whenever you're looking to burn tanks, like whenever you're up close, your DPS is higher if you're just M1A, right? But like the moment that you get into like out of range of people, like this range right here, you want to be looking for more right click value, mainly because your fall off on your primary is so much higher, right? So like that was a, wait, let me count that again. So these bots have 250 HP. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-shot headshot, right? Like, I'm not really doing a lot of damage. Like, Hella, in comparison, she like just destroys at that range. I don't really destroy at that range, right? So you want to be charging up your 5 orbs on them. Then you have your E. There is tech on the E that people don't know about, right? So if I take damage here, we're going to go down to exactly 100 HP. Boom. 100 HP. If I heal this target, right? You see like the little like cross, right? Or it's like the shape like, oh, heal, right? The icon pops up and I heal my target. I get 41 healing. And it bounces off of that target to this target, back to that target. Like boom, boom, and then back to that target. So that target gets double the healing. This guy only gets 1 thing of healing. So let's say that you're trying to heal like a tank. One of the tanks are lower than the others. E, the tank that is lower, it will prioritize the other tank that's closest that is like missing HP. Right, so it'll bounce off the first tank to the second tank, back to the first tank. Then the other tank with Adam is, let's say that you're in a duel, right? So you're dueling someone and like they're dealing a ton of damage and you need to sustain yourself. You're dueling someone. If I don't have this target icon on, right, and I'm looking away, like say no target icon on, right? I go from 100 HP, I click E, full. And when I do that, it starts on my location, and it bounces off of me to one target and to another. So it only 2 bounces, but it starts with bouncing to me. So whenever you're in a duel, you want to make sure you're not targeting ally because you only heal 41 HP, which isn't anything. Like you use both E's, you heal 80, 82. It's not really that much, right? Like you're not gonna be an unstoppable force of nature if you're gonna do that. Then Soulbound. Soulbound's actually one of the more buggier abilities. I actually have seen like some really weird niche case scenarios where it doesn't work how it says it does. And I'm just gonna pull up the wiki actually, and I'm just gonna read exactly what the ability says it does, and I'm gonna describe why it's so inconsistent. So for Adam Shift, the Soulbind, it says Adam will share a portion of the damage sustained by linked allies. If Adam sustains damage that would KO him due to the link will be broken and he will retain 1 health. The link will also break once enough damage is sustained. If Adam Warlock or the linked ally leave the link's range or after a certain length of time has passed, right? So the duration of the link is 6 seconds. The range is 15 meters after the cast, right? So the initial cast is actually a shorter range than the cast or them staying in range. And then they also get healed a total of 60 health. Cooldown is 30 seconds. And the maximum damage shared per target is 250. Essentially what it means is that if I link like 1, 2, 3 and myself 4 targets, we have a shared health pool of like 1,000. If 250 damage is dealt into one of these targets, any one of them, that link breaks. If I go down to 1 HP due to link, right? So like wait, one sec, let me turn on. If I link here, you see how my HP goes down? I'm getting healed a little bit by the soul link itself, but my HP is going down. If my HP goes down to 1, it breaks. So there's like some use case scenarios where it's like Punisher is ulting, I link, it breaks. Can't do anything about it. Now the inconsistency comes in from, there are times where link doesn't break for whatever reason, and there are times where link just breaks. It just does, right? And I don't know exactly why. So take that with a grain of salt of what the wiki says. I don't think that's exactly how it works, and I'm not entirely sure. Then you have your ultimate. So your ultimate, you can cast it wherever you would like. That ultimate stays in that spot for a total of 8 seconds, I believe, 8 or 10 seconds. I can double check real quick on the wiki. It says 10-second duration, right? So for example, you see how, I'm gonna let one of the bots die here real quick. And you're gonna see at the bottom right, you're gonna see an icon, right? You see that icon right there? That is for my ability to res that bot, right? And you see how I'm out of range, and that's in like from here, right? No longer in range of them. If I go like all the way here, I pop my ult. This is the res location for them. This is where they will spawn, but the aura follows me. I walk into range. I'm gonna wait for this bot to die unless I get unlucky. Oh, it worked. Look, that bot respawned over here and I was nowhere near in range, right? So the aura follows your character, not where you plant the ult. Where you plant the ult is where they will respawn. Another cool tech that I found out recently. I don't think I can really show you guys in the training range, but your whenever your passive is up, and let's say that you pop your ultimate and you die, right? You still have the aura on your like soul, like the one that's flying around, and you can res whenever you want. The range still counts for that. Like your ultimate is still in effect. So I had a scenario, craziest thing of my life. I popped my ult, I died, and I was out of range of someone, and I flew at them with my soul link. I'm invulnerable, right? And it's like 12 seconds or something. Like I can res whenever I want. I flew at them and I rezzed them. I got into range of them. So that's a thing that you can't do. No one knows about that one though. That's like super Adam tech right there. Niche case scenarios where that's good, because obviously the allies spawn in at 1 HP. So you generally want to be there to heal them, but it's good to know. I would say the most underused utility parts of Adam is number 1, he is a DPS support hybrid, right? So you want to be dealing as much damage as you can while sustaining your team. Your goal is to continuously pressure off their tanks, right? Or you continuously mark side angles, making sure that they can't walk in and control the side angle for free. You're a very, very strong duelist, especially if you can aim. Right? Like you win most duels in the game, which is crazy, other than Hela, by the way. Hela is impossible. No one beats Hela. And obviously you can still get outplayed by like other people and stuff like that. But like if realistically, if you have link up and you push a side angle, they have to respect it if you pop your link. If they don't respect it and you have like 2 other people linked, you have like an effective HP of 750 for this duration of 6 seconds. And you're just like, you're invincible, right? You just walk at them and you're like, this is my area now, you take over. The other thing about Link is it is a very defensive ability for ultimates, right? Like if Psylocke pops her ultimate, you want to be linking that, right? The more people that you link and then you can just stand on the ultimate, you shouldn't die. And then like Iron Man ult, right? You can take all of Iron Man ult if it only hits like 2 people or you, but you just got to be careful if it hits your entire team, right? Like if you have a shared HP pool, if it hits everyone, then it doesn't really matter. You all take the even amount of damage. But it's a really good defensive ability to, it's like a mini defensive ult essentially. And you should like view it that way. Don't like randomly pop Link. You're never popping Link for the healing. And then it's also a little bit sus if you pop Link specifically for your tanks. Like I squeeze the shit out of my Link whenever I can, mainly because it breaks on tanks very, very easily. And that's what you should like keep in mind. You're linking squishies mainly, and squishies become invincible essentially. And you can imagine like some scenarios where like, oh, I link my Iron Man along with my tanks, and my Iron Man has a shared HP pool of like 3,000. He swings the corner with this Gamma E, and all of a sudden he just never takes damage and he kills everyone. Pretty broken. It's almost like Adam's crazy and people don't know how to play Adam, and people should learn how to play Adam so I can play Adam. Smiles. I think that's literally about it, by the way. The rest is just like positioning and gameplay. You just got to play confidently on the hero. Like even if you make a mistake, you have a res, right? Like just like own the lobby, you know? Walk around like you know it.